than the drug cabal or oil cartel and drug cartel. Who was he actually referring to? Was he referring to the NNPCL and the people around them? The guy that is in charge of the NNPCL, Mele Kyari, he is a northerner. He is a Muslim. And when I was growing up, they told us that northerners don't argue with themselves. Northerners this, northerners that. What the hell is going on? If Dangote, the vice president of Dangote Group, that Indian guy, he said they have the capacity to produce at least 50 million liters of petroleum product every day. He didn't tell us how much of a diesel they produce or kerosene and other jet fuel they produce, right? So if you need the 54 million, I mean, there shouldn't be scarcity. People haven't even protested despite this price increase, this petroleum price increase. Abinobu now protested when it was increased to 147 naira. 12 years ago, when Goodluck Egberejo Lantern removed the subsidy from these products, remember? 12 years ago. Then it got returned back to 87 naira per liter. 87. And the whole kind of heaven nearly collapsed. But they increased your fuel pump price to over 1,000 naira. And suddenly, the rest of you are just like praying. And they make them available. They should just make it available. You see, we are tired of complaining. We are tired. You are so tired. They have mentally, they have brutalized you, assaulted you mentally. Enough that you are just tired, exhausted. You just want them to just kind of just, you know what, just make it available. We don't mind anymore. Yet they still won't make it available. And there you are. You are even begging them. Are they doing this to us? These our leaders are very, very heartless. Oh, really? Oh, no, they are very heartless. We are asking them to at least make it available for us. I say, man, you are even begging. And they don't give a damn about you. They don't. This will not be juju. I don't think so. I think when when poverty is so weaponized, at some point it's like that fighting spirit in you is automatically killed, or it just died on its own. So when I saw the oil marketers now in that headline, and they said, yes, they saw the trucks loading the product from Dangote refinery, but they haven't seen the trucks, talk less of the contents of it. And NNPCL, they are keeping mute. And Dangote. So what is going on? I'll leave you to that. Another thing I heard today is that of, reduced inflation. Did you hear that? Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, NBS, they came out last night, and they said, hooray, Nigeria's inflation has dropped by almost 1%. Okay, what does that mean in Ijebu interpretation? Is that going to reduce the price of Gari? Would that reduce the price of rice? Can we begin to buy our medication now cheaper? Because if inflation has destroyed the currency so weak that we could barely even feed with that trashy paper called Naira. So if the inflation is reduced, shouldn't that reflect? Okay, maybe it is too early for the inflation reduction to reflect. Maybe we should give it 3-4 days. But at least things can still remain as they are now. Abi, if you no go down, it should still remain where it is. A bag of rice for 82,000 naira has suddenly jumped to over 100,000 naira. If inflation go down, even if the price of food is not going down right away, let's say maybe it could take another 1 week. I'm just saying, another 1 week. Why is it going up? Because they lied to you. The inflation in Nigeria is more than 33%, even though officially they are telling you that the inflation in Nigeria is at 33.8%. And they say it has reduced to 32.9 or so percent, which means you have about 0.9% reduction. Abi? So if the inflation drops and the price of food jumps, what do you call that in economics? What do you call that in economics? You should be able to get that. It is called Tifnumbunomics or Tifnumbunomic. Because all of these are lies. People have already measured the inflation in Nigeria from the days of Tifnumbu, when he told you that subsidy was gone. And yes, they said that the normal inflation in Nigeria is over 63%. But Tifnumbu's illegitimate government claims that the inflation is about 33.8%. Me, Mayegun, I have done my own calculation, and there's nothing you can tell me. The inflation, somebody says propagandonomics, Abi. Oh, propagandonomics. You see, you can use propaganda to win, to rig yourself into power. But you cannot use propaganda to run a country. You cannot use propaganda to run an economy. No way. You must be doing something before you add small propaganda to it. But if you are ruining the whole place, no amount of propaganda can make it right. Let me tell you my own measurements. Before these criminals came in, if I am wrong, I am not wrong. In fact, I'm not wrong. I don't want all of you will be say na book, na economics book na read. Nigeria's system, Nigeria economy, defies all logic, all economic indices that you have known, all economic formulas that you were taught in school. Nigeria economy defies all of them. So please keep that your economic idea to yourself. Please, 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 please. Let me tell you, the economy of Nigeria, when these guys came in, at first, they said Nigeria economy was one of the 3 fastest growing economies in the world. It was true. At the time, the Nigerian naira was not too strong, but it wasn't also trashy. The economy of Nigeria was rebased. It was valued at over nearly $600 billion. The Nigeria's GDP per capita was put at 1,400, between $1,400 and $1,800 per person. And it makes sense. Well, you see, in the proper Ijebu economy, so I want to take you through that one now. And that one is where you should be. You will understand this better. Say if you are buying a packet of Omo, a sachet of Omo, for example, you're buying it for 20 naira. And that Omo is like 100 gram. 100 gram of Omo washing powder. 20 naira. And in 2015. Then today, that same 100 is, not even reach 100 gram anymore, but let me say 100 gram of Omo detergent, which was 20 naira, is now 200 naira. Omo yummy. 33% increase in here. 20 naira to 200 naira. 33% in here. If I say 20 naira to 40 naira, what is that? Double. Is that not 100% increase? Now Now, if I now say it is to 200 naira, how many percentage in here? 1,000% in it. Don't let anybody lie to you. 1,000% increase in here. It simply means the money you now use to buy one. Sorry, the money the money you will use to buy 100 gram of Omo detergent used to be the money you will use to buy 10 Omo detergent 9 years ago. Okay, let's use another thing. When these criminals came in 2015, a bag of rice, 50 kg, yes, 50 kg bag of rice was 7,500 naira. If you want to come buy some, they will say with them, the ones who say them package well. They make you believe that this one are imported, Thailand, Malaysia, name, right? You go pay it 50 kg bag. See how you are looking at me like, you can't be like, they talk about 1920. No, it's just 9 years ago. 9 years ago, a bag of 50 kg bag of rice. Highest, last, 8,500 naira. Today, it is between 96,000 naira and 120,000 naira. So you tell me, how many percentage increase be that by inflation? Food inflation. How many 7,000 or 8,500 are you going to see in 120,000? You are going to see about a 14. Yeah, 14. The money you will use to buy one bag of rice today. 9 years ago, you will buy 14 bag of rice, 50 kg bag of rice. 14. The one that you used to buy one now. And they tell you that the food inflation in Nigeria is just 42%, and you believe them. 42%. 42% in here. From 85 to 120,000. Let's use another one. In 2015, even though you had electricity then, and you have darkness now, you could easily probably top your electricity at home with 10,000 naira. And your entire flat, you have electricity for the whole, maybe for like a month. Today, 50,000 naira units, electricity, will barely last you for a week. So you need possibly like between 100,000 and 150,000 worth of electricity if you want to have electricity for a whole month. 43% in here. No. Do you know how many percentage increase that means? We'll use another one. Back in the day, in 2015, okay, if you did Alagomeji for Yaba, you could easily just take a bus to Ojota. From Ojota, go quickly see your girlfriend or your mama or your papa for Ibadan with just 250 naira. Today, if you want to go see your mama or your papa for Ibadan, the least you will need, the cheapest you will get to take you there is 6,000 naira. 6,000 naira, and that's the cheapest. Do you know how many 250 naira you are going to see in a 6,000 naira? This is what they have done to you. So when they come and speak grammar of, economy is improving, the economy is recovering, now. That's what they are doing to you. So if they tell you the inflation is dropping, Kiniko is dropping, Baba. If your naira, okay, let me use another one. This one is for those of you where they get money. Okay. In 2015, let's say you have 1 million naira for accounts. This one, I think I'm going to need a pen because I'm just using rough estimates now. Okay. Let's say you have 1 million naira in your bank in 2015. Maybe everybody get 1 million naira. I know that one. Okay, no doubt. I'm talking to those of you who get time. Those of you who always think this thing no affect you, or you are lying to yourself. You don't know what they have done to you, how much they have ruined and destroyed you. That you are now walking like elephants and feeding like ants. 1 million naira in 2015 would conveniently give you 4,000 pounds sterling. Because with 1,000 pounds, you will get 250,000 naira. With 4,000 pounds, with your 1 million naira, you will have 4,000 pounds. And fast forward to 2024. 1 million naira is now 1 million naira right now is just 200 pounds. I mean, sorry, hang on. 252525. 420 pounds. Do you see the difference? Do you see the devaluation? Do you see the losses? My 4,000 pounds is still 4,000 pounds value today. But your 1 million naira, that was 4,000 pounds, is now 400 pounds. Do you see that? That is what they did to you. So when they take you up, and then they begin to celebrate some fake economic improvement, and you have no idea what they have done to you. Here is another one. In 2015, the minimum wage in Nigeria is 18,000 naira. Very small. But you know something? If you divide that 18,000 naira by 150 naira to a dollar, you are going to get, how much are you going to get again? No, I'll use pound sterling. 250 naira to a pound. So 100 pounds will give you 25,000 naira. So reduce that again, you get about 70 or 78 pounds. That will give you 18,000. Then today, minimum wage in Nigeria, which they haven't paid, is 70,000 naira. And a pound sterling is 2,100 and something naira. So if you divide that, you are going to get 10, 32 pounds. Are you with me? In 2015, your minimum wage at 18,000 naira was 78 pounds. In 2024, your minimum wage of 70,000 naira is 32 pounds. Are you still, I get it? No, you don't, you still don't get it yet. And this is why your economy is in shambles. Businesses dying. Even people. This is what they have done to you. The people that are building your economy and the rest of that. 18,000 naira of 2015 is more valuable than 70,000 naira of 2024. APC, Ekbekebe. So when they tell you inflation is down, Nigeria is recovering, and somehow you want people to celebrate. You have no idea what they have done to you. And the everyday they are still there is every day of sorrow, tears, and blood. As for themselves, oh my, they continue to take care of themselves. No, they can't miss out. Tinubu bought himself $150 million private jet or presidential jet. He got himself over 5 billion naira yacht, luxury. He expended over 2 billion naira on latest cars. Escalade. And you are still here on Mayegun's Diary Politico, thinking I am the enemy. I am your enemy. I am the one who doesn't want Nigeria to be better. I am the one who is happy that Nigeria is not working. While you are praying for these criminals to live long, to finish you. Sheung, help me.
And don't let anybody tell you that there's something in Nigeria that the government of Nigeria cannot afford. That they need some private person to come and help them invest. Tell that person to shut up. Tell that person to shut up. I repeat, who donate to buy $150 million jet for President Tinubu? Who donates? Who did they ask for donation? That $150 million, do you know how many schools it will build and how long $150 million can run a primary school? A good primary school, 10 good primary schools will be run on that money for at least 20 years. 10 good primary schools will be built and run that would educate 10 generations of African people. When it comes to the enjoyment of themselves in our offices, building house of billions of naira, building residencies, all these specs, renovating this one for billion, they don't say they need public people to come and donate money. They don't ask for money from private people. Say, please, there's no money to buy jet. Can you donate for president to buy jets? It's only when there's time to build for the people. That's when there's never money. They need public-private partnership. Nonsense talk. Nonsense talk. And the president cannot tell us that this petroleum matter is not his. He is the president of Nigeria. Asiwaju is the minister of petrol. The minister of petrol. Say they take tough decisions. There's no tough decision taken here. President Tinubu took a wicked decision. This whole subsidy, floating the dollar, there's nothing tough about it. To be tough means say you face your mates. Let me explain toughness. Because many of you too, that you always punch down, you think you are tough. That's not toughness. If a man is at home flogging his child and he's beating his wife, it's not tough. It's just wicked. Except that man is fighting on that man outside that is his neighbor. Every day they come outside, they fight in neighbor, we be man. Any neighbor where you see, whether he like the man do they fight all he made, that's a tough guy. They say elites compete at the top. That's why I don't call any Nigerian elite. They are pseudo elites. They are local elites. That's why I always say that they don't have money. They don't, because they have no imagination. Real wealth is in imagination. Can Dangote truly call himself an elite? Is he competing with